Give me a second to get set up. And I apologize for the construction noises. They haven't done construction on, like, near where I live in a very long time. And of course, today, at this time, they decided to do it. Alright. Can I hear myself? Yes. Perfect. Now, feel free, if you'd like, to talk in the chat. I'd love to talk with you guys. And yeah, so we'll get started. Let me actually drink some water. So today we are going to be doing a color wheel. I figured it'd be fun. I'm going to be using watercolor, but you guys can use colored pencil, markers, etc. And I could show you how each will turn out if you guys want. But for now, I'll just use watercolor paper, just because, I don't know. I just did a watercolor class, and I'm still in the watercolor mood. Alright, so find something circular, and we can start with, where is my pencil? I don't think I have any sharpened pencils. Got it. We can start with a simple one. We'll do 3 different color wheels. You do not have to make the pencil marks very dark. Just make 3. I usually like erasing my pencil marks a little bit. It's just a guide for myself, because I noticed with watercolor, if you don't erase it fully, then it shows up underneath. I mean, I'm also not a perfectionist, so we'll do what we can. So like I said, you do not have to be doing watercolor with me. You can just use colored pencils or markers or whatever you have around. Acrylic paint. All you need is paper, pencil, you need a blue, red, and yellow. If you could get prismatic ones, like, I guess this is lemon yellow. Like crimson red would be good. Lemon yellow and ultramarine blue. These are pretty good for color wheels in general. If you don't have these exact colors, just look for a red, yellow, and blue. Just simple stuff. And if you're using watercolor, what I like to do is have 2 things of water, one for dirty, one for clean. So let's say if you're painting and I have blue on my brush, I'll first do it in the dirty, and then I'll go to the, I'll dip in the dirty water, then I'll dip to the clean water, and it helps get the color off more. And then if I need clean water, I could dip from there to add more. All right, so, oh, hi, Jessa. Nice to see you. I have a little palette, but again, if you want to use colored pencils, go ahead. Markers, crayons, whatever floats your boat. Okay. So our first color wheel, I'll zoom in. We can divide it by 3. So I like doing a line in the middle, not totally through. You're just going to want to make a peace sign. For this circle, we'll cut it in, ooh, shoot, in half. And we have to do it by thirds. So if this is the middle, I'm just going to go off to the side and off to the side. Little triangles. Ooh, that's too much. I want to try making it more even. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And then I'll just follow through right here, follow through right here. That's a big middle piece. I don't particularly want that. Again, guys, apologize for the construction. There was none this entire week, and then today at this time, they're doing some. But classic, am I right? This one, we'll divide it in half, and we're going to do, I think, 12 sections. Yeah, 12. All right, so I would kind of do the same method for the 6. And then we'll just divide each triangle in half. So this is a triangle I'll divide in half. This is a triangle I'll divide in half. This is a triangle I'll divide in half. If I'm going too fast, just let me know and I'll slow down. Or if you need me to redo how I did any of these, I'll also do that. If you're just here to watch and have a friend, that's fine too. I'll wait while you guys set up. Gotta light a candle because it is nice to smell pretty things. Okay, I think I want to use this brush. I'm definitely more of a tinier brush person. I don't think I like that. What was I using when I was in the class? Maybe this. Okay. So make sure that you have blue, yellow, and red. I'm just gonna place them on here. Blue. And for me, I don't really care about my palette being clean. It probably should be, but it is what it is. It just means it's used a lot. Sometimes it's fun to grab the colors that are around and mix them up. And now we're up to red. I like placing them separately, so then it's just easier for me to not mix them up as much. All right. Zoom out so you guys can see how I'm mixing everything. Okay. So, first thing, you can choose either yellow, red, or blue for our first circle. I'm just going to go with yellow because I don't want that mixing with anything else. And if you're using watercolors, you might want to dunk into the water a little bit to help spread. Like, grab some paint, move it around. For me, I like when it's very buttery and easy to move. I don't like when there's a lot of friction when I'm painting. Just fill it in. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be some color in there. All right, now that my brush is there, I'm going to go and dip into the dirty water. I'll move it around so you guys can see what I see. Dip in the dirty water, dip in the clean water. Then I have a paper towel on the side to just wipe off any excess, just in case any colors are still lingering. Now we're going to dunk into the clean water and grab some red because no particular reason. You can do red in either one of these, doesn't matter as long as you have red on the palette. You're just gonna fill in the triangle, very simple stuff. And yes, you could have tons of colors all over the world, but there's something different about creating your own color wheel and seeing how colors mix. I don't know, I'm always a fan of it. And maybe once we're done creating our color wheels, we can concentrating. Maybe when we're done doing our color wheels, we can pick out cool color combos and try to make some piece of art with it. I think that could be cool. All right, that's pretty good. I'm gonna wipe off my excess paint on my palette and I'm cleaning it off. Dirty first, clean, wipe on the paper towel. That's off screen for you guys. There you go. You can see more of, actually I'll just move you over. That's easier. Okay, next, we want the light coming in so you guys can see more. We'll do the blue. I'm gonna dip into my clean water and just fill in this triangle. If you're using watercolor, be careful to get too close, like don't get too close to the other colors because it will bleed into your color that you're currently using. If you're using markers or something, don't worry about it. Just stay in your triangle. So we're trying to just keep them separate and show the beautiful colors that are available. That shape is off. Whatever. Wow, look at that. Prismatic, beautiful. Can't complain. All right. If you need me to slow down in the chat, please write that. If you, I don't know, have any questions or want me to redo something, put it in the chat. Oh. Hi, Panther. Nice to see you. Hi, I'm located in the US. Okay, now we're going to move on to the generic like rainbow color wheel that everyone sees, like Roy G. Biv. We'll start off, let's do red. And I'm going to start off down here. Basically, we're just going to do red, yellow, blue. And basically the ones that are, you could see more like they're opposite. We'll fill in the rest later. Ooh, we could do some analogous colors and triads and stuff. I think that'd be really fun. If you were curious or you wanted to learn more about color theory, like how colors interact or where we see them in media or whatnot, I do have an art education video on my YouTube channel talking about that. If you just look up color theory on my page, you'll see it. Honestly, I had a good time doing it. I would love to teach more on this page. I just never really know what you guys want me to teach you. Then I get nervous about it. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to teach art, but I do know how to teach. So that's good. All right, we have yellow. I'll zoom in a little bit more just so it's more entertaining. I'm gonna wipe off those colors. And then we'll do some blue. Oh, that's like very watery blue. I'm surprised it's not as solid, but it's fine. It looks like a beach ball. Like, have you ever seen the beach balls with the white in the middle? To me, that's a classic beach ball color. Or design, I guess. So honestly, color wheels are pretty easy. At least for me. It's pretty basic stuff. I'm just gonna mute myself. I'm going to unmute quickly. Here's where orange goes. You're basically mixing the red and yellow together. So don't cheat and use an orange marker. Try using the color mixing. If you have a red and yellow marker, mix them together and you'll get a really cool orange. I'm gonna unmute because my dog's going to be growling a lot. I mean, I'm going to mute myself. But put any questions in the chat. I'd love to answer. Honestly, my palette's too dirty for this. I'm going to get a clean one. I found a kind of clean palette-ish. So I'm just gonna start over with the colors. We'll keep the side clear. So, oh no. We're going to put a little bit of red. That's a lot of red. Put some yellow. Then maybe I could put more of like a mixing yellow over here. I like doing 2 spots for my colors, so then I have a more pure color and then I have a mixing area. Because something like yellow will easily, obviously, get dirty. I don't want the light to block the painting. And then we'll have some blue. We could do some mixing blue. I did a big glob of red, so I'm not too worried about mixing. There's like dust or something on this. Okay. Like I said, we're going to grab some red with some yellow. We'll mix it around. Hopefully we'll get a nice orange. Ew, orange. I feel like it's too red. I'm gonna grab some yellow. That's decent. I'm gonna grab some water. Make sure you put the orange in between the yellow and red because those are the 2 colors you mixed. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, that's a lot of water. Fill it in. If you're using watercolors, be careful of touching the sides of any of your wet spots. You don't want the colors to mix on your page. You want to keep them separate. Cute. Okay. Now we're going to wash that bit off. Do you guys want me to work on the red and blue combo or the yellow and blue combo? Just put it in the chat. All right, since no decisions have been made, I think I'm going to do the blue and red combo because I love a good purple. That's really it. Oh, I did too much red. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can. I do still think it's a lot of red. Seems like a decent purple. I'm just gonna wet it a little bit and we'll fill it in. Because we combined red and blue, it stays in the middle. Color wheels are basically just showing you, hey, this is what mixing colors does. It's also good to just see, like, what color combinations could look cool together, and I don't know why you should use something or color something in a strange way. I personally like seeing different color wheels because after a while, I don't know, your art gets boring. Or like for me, I'm always using blacks and blues. Like that's very common in my work. Rarely will you see a brown, rarely will you see yellow. I mean, I'll use them, but not often. I'm just applying more of the original color because I have to mix them and I want to make sure they mix properly. Now we're going to do yellow and blue together, which makes green. Just gonna take a little bit there, a little bit there. We'll mix it up. Mix, 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 mix. Ooh, that's actually a very nice green. I'm a fan of it. It's not too blue. It's not too yellow. It's like an in-between. That's all we're trying to do. We're filling that in. Cool beans. Okay. Just trying to smooth that out a little bit. Cool. Not a perfect color wheel, but it's a color wheel. Just gonna wipe off that color on the side, wipe off my brush. Now we're going to work on this 12 circle. All right, let's start simple. We'll do some red. That's usually how I start off. We'll fill that in one of our triangles, our little pizza slices with red. Again, if you're confused about anything or need me to slow down, just put it in the chat. I will show you how I did something if you need. All right. So that will be, this one will be orange. So we have red, keep this white. So skip one, then orange. So make sure it's that mixture that you made earlier with the red and yellow. Don't cheat. Don't just use a yellow, an orange marker. Combine the red and the yellow. Okay, gonna wipe that off. Now we're doing pure yellow. Remember, skip one, then this is yellow. Fill in that triangle with yellow. Oh no. Good. Now we skip one triangle. This is green. Use the green that you mixed together. Do not use a green marker. Use a yellow and a blue marker, or a yellow and a blue colored pencil. We're trying to make this authentic and not just cheat by using the colors. We're blenders here. We're becoming color theorists. We're going to skip one and do pure blue. It's kind of like another beach ball situation. Is anyone behind? Do you need me to slow down? Do you want me to explain? Just let me know. Oh no. I don't really like that. Whatever. Okay. Now, what red and blue makes purple, so we'll do that in the middle. Remember, skip these two white triangles. Add a little bit of water to that. Okay. Cool. Again, sorry guys for the construction noises. was not supposed to happen today. All right, next. We have our beautiful 6 colors that are common in the rainbow. What do we do with these white ones? Well, we combine these colors. We have orange and red. So now we're going to make an orange red. So use the colors that you've already had mixed. Or if you're using markers, do an orange already and then add more red to it. So then it's closer to a red orange, not just a neutral, like in the middle orange. All right, so I'm gonna take some orange. I don't have any red. Oh wait, I do have red. Yeah, that's good. So this, see how it's not orange orange? It definitely has more red. It definitely looks like an in-between of these two colors. And that's the point of this. We're trying to get that beautiful in-between. We're trying to show all the colors here. Oh, that's so pretty. I feel like I never, ever, ever wear or choose orange red colors, but I do like it. I feel like you see them a lot in, what is it? Like canyons, like in Arizona. When you were doing dishes. That's okay, Jessa. I don't expect you guys to be here 100%. It's important to do what you need to in real life. Okay, next we're moving to this triangle, which means we combine orange and yellow. If you're using markers, first mix your orange, so do the red and yellow, then add even more yellow. Just keep layering it on top. All right, do some orange and yellow. It just has to look more yellow. That's the point of this. Yeah, like it definitely looks like an in-between of these two colors. I feel like I need a little bit more orange, honestly. There we go. That's better. It's just supposed to be slightly like a notch over. Like you could tell. Oh yeah, it's the in-between. That's the point of this. Maybe it needs more yellow. See, like even I play around with the colors until it's right for me. Okay, next we're combining these two, so yellow and green. So use that green that you mixed and some of that yellow. We're just trying to get a nice green yellow. That's the point. Ooh, that's nice. I just don't like how watery it is. That's okay though. We could always mix more colors. Ooh, yeah, that's like definitely a good in-between of those colors. So I officially got into my graphic design. That's awesome, Jessica. Congratulations. I'm really happy for you. Did you see like what your curriculum is? Are you, I don't know, like, did you make your class schedule yet, or is that too early? That's so exciting. Congratulations. All right, for everyone else, we have the green and the blue. So we have to make a green blue. So if you're using markers or colored pencils, mix that green first, then add more blue. Remember, try not to cheat. We want a pure color that you're making on your own. When I was doing my watercolor class, I was really into green blues. Like this dark one. Oh, yeah, love a good green blue. And a little bit more. Ugh, I love a good green blue. I'm just such a fan of green and blue. That's really it. Oh my gosh. Now we're going to combine the blue and the purple. If you want to make the purple, remember with your markers, do blue and red, mix that together, then add even more blue. We really want the in-between. My purple with some blue. I hope that's a good combo. Let's see. If it's not, I'll add more blue. Ooh, that's a nice color. Oh my gosh, I love that. Ooh, I almost dipped into the blue-green. Don't mix your colors, guys, if they're not supposed to be mixed. Wow, that's nice. It's like a good, like indigo, I think. Then we have purple and red. We're going to make a purple red. So if you're confused with your markers or crayons, first make the red and blue to make purple, then add even more red. We want an in-between color. All right, so this is my purple. I need my red. Ooh, that's a nice color. I think I like the in-between colors a lot. What a nice combo. Not yet, it's too early. Enrolled in online delivery so I can wait. It gives me more time to get before. That's awesome, Jessa. I'm really proud of you. I'm excited for you. That's really, really fun. Okay. So we have our color wheels, guys. And like, here's a actual color wheel that I got from college. But see, we still have the same things. We have green, blue, blue, purple, violet, red, violet, red, orange, yellow, green. So we have everything that we need that would be on one of these fancy schmancy, I think it was like $8 or something. Maybe it was $2, I don't even know. But yeah, we have all of these like crazy contraptions on here, and what the heck does it mean? You got that color wheel too? Yeah, it's a good color wheel. I feel like it works pretty well. It gets the job done. It's cheap. At least I think it was when I bought it. This is like, I don't know, 10 years old. Okay. So, oh, this is pretty cool too. See how it's saying, like, if you add red to this blue, this is the color you get. So if you want a pocket color wheel, they're pretty cool. And see if you add yellow to this color. It's cool to just see a quick glimpse of like, oh, what would happen? Personally, I just experiment on my own, like on a palette and paper. I'm like, oh, what happens here? And I'm like, oh, it needs more red. It needs more blue. I just have this feeling in my gut that I should change it. But I do think it's really cool. All right, so, okay. We have complementary. That's one of these words. You got mine, college artist kit. That's pretty cool, Jessa. Okay, we're going to talk about complementary. So why the heck did I make you guys make all of these color wheels? It's important, guys. So we have complementary. These are the ones on, if we look at a basic, you guys don't have to draw on your own, on yours, but I'll draw on mine. If we look at a color wheel here, the ones that are like a triangle away from each other, these are the complementary colors. They're the ones also this way. D, D, D. The ones that are like a triangle on the wheel, the ones that are opposite each other. Oh, wait, no, I totally messed it up. Don't listen to me. Rewind. These right here, this is a primary color wheel. These are your basic colors with nothing mixed in it. You cannot reproduce it with anything else. Like you can't use a yellow to make a red. You can't use a green to make a blue. These are the pure form of colors. Only by mixing them, like here for a basic rainbow, are you able to get new colors. And if you keep mixing, that's where we get here. So let me backtrack. If we erase that little star, Complementary are the colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. For example, actually, it might be cool to see that. Like, if I literally put a line in the middle, red and green are complementary. They're right across from each other. If I do blue and orange, yellow and purple, these are complements. They don't actually look, they kind of look like weird next to each other. Like, let me show you. Like, you wouldn't normally see it together. So this is a purple. And this is yellow. You guys could try it on your own too. Like, personally, I would never use that color combo. But when they're together in photos or in a graphic design logo, it's really in your face. And that's what happens with a lot of the other colors. In the United States, a very common color combo that has stuck is the green and red. Don't know why it's stuck, but it's here. And so I feel like no one could ever really get away with red and green on stuff without it looking like Christmas. Like, they're opposites on the color wheel. They're not supposed to be great together, but I've noticed a lot of sporting teams, and this is what I'll talk about in my color theory video. A lot of sports teams have logos that are complementary colors, which is pretty crazy to me. But I guess it's in your face, like, if you're from the United States or if you know any of the United States sports teams. We have, like, the Mets are these colors. I think the Lakers are these colors. They're just different sports teams. Anyways, now that we have the complements, the ones that are across the way from each other, we'll look at the triads. So the triangles that I was doing before. The triads are the ones that are triangle away from each other, equally spaced. Like, we have triad, skip one, triad, skip one, triad. This is the colorway. And here is actually an example of a triad, the primary colors, which is pretty interesting. Then we have the secondary colors, so the ones that are mixed. That's a triad as well. So normally you don't really see these colors together. I feel like you only really see them like during Halloween or on like the Joker, like in any of the movies. But that's a triad, which is pretty cool. And then I would like to talk about analogous. So analogous colors, and it's also found on here. Actually, is it? All right, well, they have tetrad and tetrad. I'll just quickly go over it. It's basically making a square. Nope, can't do it here. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Tetrad. 1, 1. Yeah. 1. No, not here. Sorry. You skip the middle. Okay. Tetrad would be this. So wherever the corners hit of this rectangle or whatever quadrilateral you make would be your tetrad. So the colors that form that square. So this one's a orange yellow. I don't like how watery this is. We have that green yellow. Purple red. And we have the that's correct. The blue purple. Which I would never put these colors together, but I think they're pretty fun. It's definitely a Halloween vibe. But you could do that with a bunch of them. Obviously, I'm not very good at tetrads, but if you go on Google, you could find it as well. As long as it's equally spaced, like this one, I was able to see like color, skip, color. And that's how I was able to find it. So tetrad. You could also like try it here. Color, skip, color. So tetrad. All right, something I want to talk about is analogous colors because I love them. It's basically like 3 or 4 colors that are in a row next to each other. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. These would be analogous color grouping. So if I were to make a painting, do I have any pure red on here? Of course I don't. And I'm gonna put some pure blue because I need that to mix for this. Okay, so we have red. Gotta make a purple. We have the red purple. Oh no, that's purple. That was stupid. All right, well, we do need the purple anyways. We have red purple. Need more blue. Now we have our purple. Nope, that's not purple. That's too red blue. I mean, purple blue. Purple. And then if we add more blue. Okay, now this one's more blue-purple. So it's just combining these little things. They kind of look like lip colors, which is pretty cool. All right, so something I think would be cool to do is maybe trying to do some artwork with our colors, like whether it's a triad or it's, I don't know, anything. I don't know. You guys could pick. Do you want it to be a triad, complementary? Do you want it to be analogous? Or do you want me to just pick something random? Or show you everything, because I could do that as well. Put this over here so then you guys could see. While you guys are deciding, I'll just draw some smiley faces. And you guys could do that as well. Ooh, I could do little skulls actually. We'll just do a bunch of them. I think it'll be fun. You guys could draw whatever you want. Maybe we could do, like, you could do smiley faces. Maybe you do, I don't know. My teacher in college did, like, the Nacho Libre masks, that kind of stuff. So whatever floats your boat. All right, so I am going to, since no one commented, maybe the first one I'll do complementary. So complementary are the two that are opposing on the color wheel. So maybe I'll do purple and yellow because I think that's a cool color combo. So if it's easier for you to use a marker, that's fine. Oh no, I'm mixing too many things. All right, so as long as I use the two opposing colors, that's what matters. I'm going to put a little bit of purple inside of the eyeballs. I mean, I probably should have not used black on the inside. That's okay though. And we'll do some yellow. I think I kind of want to use a marker for this instead. I don't want to wait for the drying time. If you guys are also working on the color wheel, what object did you draw, or what colors did you choose? If you're not and you're just hanging around, that's cool too. I'm just curious, a little nosy. All right, we have complementary colors. Cool. Now maybe we do a triad. So that means one of the triangle ones. Which triad should I do? Or we could even do a triad here, a triangle with one of these big ones. So if we do one of these, one of the 12, it has to be color, space, 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 color. So it has to skip 3. So if I were to do green, skip, 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 purple, skip, 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 orange. All right, since no one commented, I'll just do that triad. All right, I need a little bit more pure yellow, and I need some pure blue again. I'm very messy when it comes to mixing my colors. I like to just do it. Some blue. I think I'll just put some red on there too. It's always good to have some. Okay, cool, we have them. Now, I said orange. Okay. Well, we could do orange right here. That's gonna be too red. Need way more yellow. Hey, 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 we're good. Baby girl. Oh no. It's okay. Hey, we're good. I know, there's so many sounds today. Everyone's so noisy. What happened to our peaceful, calm living arrangement? Okay. Add some yellow in there. All right, I think that's a good orange. Maybe I'll do the whole face orange. It'll look like a jack-o'-lantern. That's okay though. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done the Sharpie, but I guess it's just to get the point across. We're just having fun here. Okay, next we need green and then we need purple. So, I mean, yeah, we could do that. I need more yellow. I feel like that's too blue-green. More yellow. I'm too messy with my palettes. I get such on pure colors. That's okay though. Yeah, I probably should have used Prisma markers. That's okay though. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, add some yellow there. A wee bit more. That looks nice. Okay, maybe we can do the eyes green. Maybe the nose too. And then the mouth can be purple. Very Halloween-esque. Don't want it too watery. Cute. I like that triad color. I mean, colorway. Okay, next. We did a triad. I mean, we could do a tetrad. So we could use the one that I have here already, which is that, oh shit, I'm mixing things. Yellow, green, yellow, orange, blue, purple, red, purple. Okay. Yeah, well, this could definitely be red, purple. Then we need blue, purple. Well, this one's already mixed. I feel like it needs a little bit more blue. Do the eyes. Ooh, pretty. If you're not sure if it mixed correctly, you could always look back at your color wheel and combine it. I mean, compare it, not combine. Wrong words. Okay. Now we have the orange, yellow. So again, with the tetrad, remember to equally space. So here I did color, space, color. Then I just drew the line straight down. Color, space, color. And that's how I made my triad. Tetrad. Okay, we have orange. And we need, oh yeah, we have a ton of yellow right here. Honestly, not that bad. That looks like a good color. Yeah, we could do the mouth, that color. Cute. Yeah, I would never really combine these colors, but it's fun experimenting and playing around, seeing what will come out. Last one is yellow green. I think this is a very good yellow green, very lime. Wet that a little bit and we'll fill that in. So feel free to just play around with your object, whatever you drew. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. This is just about experimenting and having fun with colors and using color combinations that you would have never used. Like I said, I would never do this, but it's really fun to see how the colors interact. Like, I'm really loving this blue purple with this yellow green. I don't know, all of them look really good together. The tetrad. It's really fun. I don't know. I think it's good to play around and see the possibilities of your work. I think we don't play enough. I don't play enough when it comes to my art. And that's a shame. if you guys are doing with this me, if you guys are doing this with me, I'd love for you to send me a picture of it when you're done on Instagram. I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, next. We'll do analogous colors, so the ones that are right next to each other. I think I'm partial to the blue purple. Then we need actual purple. Then we need purple red. Thank goodness I already had these already pre-made. And then we need red. So, like I mentioned earlier, it can be those 4 colors, but you could do more than 4, or you could even do less than 4. I think I'm gonna do a red orange, because that would be funky. Just add a little bit here. And that could be the background. And they go together because they're all mixed from the same things, like blues and reds. The only difference is this red orange has a little bit of yellow in it. But because they have similar colors, I think it's all the red that's the similar color. They work well together because that they share that primary color. I feel like that's missing some orange. Yeah, that's a better color. Redo that. It's kind of funny that these look like little pumpkins. Unintentionally, but that's okay. But yeah, even if you didn't do this, that's fine too. I love when you guys share your work with me on Instagram or tag me in a comment on YouTube. I'd love to check out your channel. It's always fun to see what everyone's up to, art-wise. Or even if you're not up to art, I think that's still fun to see what hobbies you're into. Just because my hobby is making art doesn't mean it's your hobby, and that's okay. Some of these colors are bleeding. So again, just play around to see what colors you like next to each other. Oh, if anyone's curious, I have an Instagram, a TikTok, obviously YouTube. If you like my stuff, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe on anything. I also have an Etsy if you feel like buying any of my artwork. If you don't, the free way to support me is following me on YouTube, which is pretty cool. Cool. That's fun. All right. Now, I don't know what to color. Maybe we could do another analogous. Maybe we could do another complementary. What do you guys think? Maybe another triad or tetrad? I think since no one's responding, I'll do another analogous color. I think I'm gonna do maybe these colors, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'd be cool. Let's try it out. Like, only a little bit left of my lemon yellow. I think I have a lot more. I'm not worried about it. Okay, and we need blue. Blue's important here. Blue, blue, blue. We need more blue. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, well, I don't need pure yellow, but I do need pure blue. So I'm gonna, the Tetrac. Do you mean the tetrad? Or the triad? Or if it's something different, let me know, because I don't know everything about colors. Well, let's do the blue first. Maybe we can make the whole thing blue. So you don't always have to stick to these analogous colors or tetrads or anything crazy like that. It's just a nice way to see how colors are combined and how they work next to each other or how they don't work next to each other. Sometimes they could look kooky. But I think it's fun to play around with the color wheel to see what combos you could come up with. And it's definitely something that you probably wouldn't have done on your own. Just because sometimes it's easier to stay in your lane, like stay with the same stuff that you know. All right, well, we have green, which is good. Do a little bit of green right there. Do a little bit of green right there, because we need a blue-green. I think I need more blue. The rectangle one. Ugh, Jessa, you're making me do the hard one. That's the hardest one for me, but I'll do it for you. Do you have any specific colors that you want me to do in the tetrad, or do you want me to just try it and pick? Okay, we have that color. All right, I'll choose. I'll figure it out. Now we have to do the yellow green. All right, good thing I already pulled some out on the side. Yellow green, yellow green. Pretty. I do love a good yellow green. That's fun. I think it just looks cute to me because I have little skull boys. All right, now we're going to do a tetrad. Okay. Maybe play around right here before stressing myself out. Okay, let's do, maybe we could do in the reds or something. I feel like that'd be cool. This one we skipped 1. Maybe we could skip 2. Is that, or I don't know, is that stupid? skip 2. So this will be a main color, this will be a main color. Okay, then we just draw a line down. I think that's where it would end up, right? Because then that will end up there, because we skipped 2. Yeah, okay. Okay, so where the dots are, those are the colors I am going to use. We have a red, orange, yellow, green, and blue, purple. All right, let's try it. Hooey. And maybe later, if you guys want, I could draw something, like actually draw something, and then you could help me color it in. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? Red. Red's easy. Do I have any just plain red? Yes, I do. Hell yeah. Okay, we could maybe do the eyes red. Maybe one of them. I could do one of the mouths red. Yeah. Okay, now we have orange, yellow. So we have an orange. Okay, that looks good. It almost looks like a gingerbread man. Okay. Now we have green, so just regular green. I think that's a good green. Green, and then we have... It almost looks like Candy Crush. Did you guys ever play that game? I have not, but those colors remind me of it. Or like Candyland or something. Now our last of the tetrad is the purple blue. Oh, I do have purple blue. Hell yeah. Thank you, Past Me. You're a lifesaver. Whoa, the color combos? That's so interesting. Yeah, I would never ever choose that. Colors are amazing. I love colors. I'm so happy I could see colors. My husband's colorblind, and it's sad to me because I wish he could see all the cool colors that I do. But obviously he lives his life and he's happy with his life the way it is. But sometimes I wish I could enjoy colors with him the way that I enjoy them, because I love a good color. Like you could get a doctorate for color theory. Like you could be Dr. X-art student of color theory. I don't know. Part of me wants to do that. Maybe when I make YouTube money. I'd love to go back and get my doctorate. Especially in art, especially in colors. Like, how cool. I don't know, there's like whole videos, like people have spent like 10 years or something trying to find, like, I forgot what the color was, but it was some kind of royal blue, but it was a specific royal blue, and they spent years and years trying to mix colors and engineer it perfectly and get the same texture perfectly. And they've made like a fake version of it, but they couldn't figure it out because the guy kept the formula as secret. I think it was like cadmium blue, or I feel like I'm just making that up. Don't even listen to me. Cute. All right. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions about colors or the color wheel? Do you want me to make one of my own characters and color it in with a color combination? I don't know, is there something that you had a question about when it comes to color theory? Or do you want me to like play around with adding like yellows or blacks or something to it? I don't know. Oh shit. If you have any ideas or preferences, please put it in the chat. Like, do you want me to do another color combination? Do you want me to explain something more in the color wheel? Do you want me to draw a character of mine and color them in using some color wheel stuff? And make a moth using, ooh, tempting me with a good time. Love a good moth. Let me dry that off a little bit. I don't care. Okay, yeah, let's do a moth. I'm working on a moth project right now. I think just like a little painting, because I have a lot of wooden pieces. Okay. I feel like that looks off. It's better. Okay. We'll do a little Luna moth. Those are easy to doodle. Oy. There we go. Okay, now we have our moth. Let me just erase it slightly so it does not show up as much for doodling, because we want a good color, not doodling, but when we're watercoloring, we want it to turn out nice and not see off the pencil all the time. All right, now that we have a loose sketch, what type of colors should I paint my moth? Should I do a complementary color? Should I do a triad? Should I do analogous? Should I do tetrad? Which one? So remember, these are complements. These are the triads. This one is the tetrad. We'll do tri, comp. And then this one's analogous. What should I do to color in this moth? Just put some of my watercolors away. Should I do complementary colors, so the opposites on the color wheel? Should I do triad, which is like a triangle on the color wheel? tetrad, which is a square or a rectangle on the square or rectangle on a color wheel, or should I do analogous, which are the ones that are right next to each other? What do you guys think? To color in our Luna moth right here. I'll tighten that up a little bit. Nope, I'm reversing it. There we go. Good. Okay, purple and blue side for analogous. Like these colors. You can't really see what I'm seeing. Can I see what I'm seeing? So purple to blue. Is that fine? Okay, cool. Let's try it. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. I'm gonna move this here. We'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. And let's get started. All right, we can use pure blue. I do have pure blue. Do you guys have any spot that you want me to do the pure blue on? On the Luna moth, like the wings, the body, the little designs? Or do you want me to just go for it? Where should I paint the colors? The blue at least. There we go. Go for it, all right. Maybe the body. Just because it's light, and I feel like the body's usually light. And hopefully that dries quick. Okay, now we have blue purple. Oop, a little bit of orange got in there. That's not good. There we go, better. Okay. I honestly don't mind that blue and purple mixing. It's kind of cool. So I'm just going light and quick to fill in the spots. I think I'm going to go for the actual purple for the bottom wings. Sorry, I know I woke you up. That looks cool. Okay. Love using the thin tip and getting little designs in. Okay. Make that a little bit watery so I could fill it in more. I mean, that's a good thing about watercolor. It's pretty easy to mix around and move around. It's also very easy to mess up. I'm no watercolor expert, but I do think it's fun to play with. A little bit more water. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay. It's water. My husband and I have been watching Supernatural. I used to watch it when I was in college, and I've gotten him into it. I think I got into like the very late seasons. I didn't finish it though, but I figured it'd be something fun to watch because it was like spooky season and I wanted to watch something. So I was surprised that I was able to get my husband into it because he's not really into spooky things. But that was my way of watching some spooky stuff, kind of spooky stuff during October, which was fun to me. And we have purple, red. I think I add a little bit here. I mean, yeah, the purple red. Just a bit. Oof, it's kind of thick. That's a little thick. That's okay though. And we add a little bit of blue to things. That'd be fun. Even though it's not pure, it's still cool to combine it. We could add some of this stuff here. I mean, I do still have to do that top part. Like, you know how the Luna moths have all that design stuff right here? Okay. Do a little bit right there. Maybe I could use the pure blue on top to do all the line work. I don't know. My dog's obviously comfortable. She's snoring up a storm. I took her on a hike yesterday with my friend. And she had a good time. We had a good time. But once we got back, she was snoring. It's been a very long time since I've taken her on a hike. And since I've gone on a hike as well. Definitely should have waited till this was dry, but I'm impatient when it comes to watercolors. I could do some of this too. Gotta get all those furry bits in. Get some more pure blue on there. Sometimes with watercolor it's nice to layer. I could add some of this. I'm just mixing. I have some of the purple in there. And we could do some of the red purple. Sometimes it's just fun to play around. We could do some down here, do some color mixing. I just add some water so it blends a little bit better. I don't like how this foot turned out. It's okay, I guess. I could do some blue for the antennae. But yeah, it's been fun watching Supernatural, and just, it's also funny seeing him get spooked out. I feel like a lot of my colors just blended together on this palette. Alright, yeah, I don't know. Should I add more? Should I doodle something else? Should I do another moth with a different colorway? What are you guys thinking? Or should I leave it as is and exit out of this live stream? It's definitely a little wonky. Oopsie. I'll just do some of this in the background. That's nice. Maybe a small tool using different of your choice. Okay. Alright, well. Maybe I'll do one of my characters. I've been into this character. I just don't know what to name her. Basically, she's just a celestial being. I'll make her happy, eyes closed. She has a rounder face than this. And her hair is just like floating everywhere. Get rid of some of that. Maybe I'll do like the blues and the blue greens. Or should I do a tetrad? Or triad? I think I'll do a tetrad. I think I want to do this color. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yes, kind of. And this color. So they're one away. And if we go straight down, boom, boom. Okay. So I'm doing this, so I don't get lost with all these markings. Yep, totally would have got lost. Okay. That's what I'm doing. All right. We need a blue purple. And we need a blue green. And we need yellow, orange, and a red orange. I think I have most of these colors, but I'm just gonna put some pure ones on this plate just in case. All right, so let's do Maybe I can make her hair yellow orange. I feel like that's funky. Normally I'd make her with like a dark color hair because her hair's supposed to be the sky. But we're here to experiment. We're here to be funky. Let's do some funky things. So if you didn't know, I draw characters like this daily for my daily drawing challenge because I'm trying to get to 5K subscribers. I'm nowhere near that, but I will continue to pretend and be delusional. I think that's the only way to get to where I want. Obviously besides hard work. Yeah, I just wanna keep practicing my art and hopefully get get to the does not seem good. Good to 5K. Need more yellow. That's not contaminated. But yeah, I do daily drawings for YouTube Shorts, and I'll also post them on Instagram for like a little sneak peek. But you could see them on my YouTube channel at like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know, I like doodling it. It's fun. You like watching my sketch critique videos? Thank you. I never really know if people want to see them. I'm like, well, I made a full sketchbook. What do I do with it now? Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy that. My dad and yeah, my dad likes watching those too, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's important and it's healthy to critique your own work and to also get critiqued, as long as it's not in like a negative way. If someone's actually doing it to help you, I think that's good. If they're just doing it to hurt you and not helping with any like constructive criticism, like if you're not going to teach me something and help me learn and grow as an artist, there's no point in your criticism. And everyone's entitled to opinion. Just keep it to yourself if it's not going to be kind. If you can teach me how to like, or show me how to get better at like hands or something, or make more unique faces, totally drop that in my comments. But yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that you enjoy them, because I always wonder when I put stuff out there, I'm like, I don't know if people are even watching this. What's the point of making it? Blah, blah, blah. Right now I'm up to, what am I up to? Like 180 something sketches, like 181, I think. And that means I'm gonna be making a 200 video soon, like 150 to 200, which is pretty crazy. I feel like the time flies by so fast when I'm doing these. Like, how am I already up to 180 sketches? That's insane. Technically, I have more because I've miscounted in the past. But in general, pretty wild stuff. Struggle with faces and hands. I struggle with hands and feet. That's why I was like this morning when I did the poll. I wish I did it earlier, like yesterday, but that's how I was like, maybe next live I'll do more hands, like print out some pictures, and I don't know, my little bottle has red on it. Sorry, I'm distracted. If you couldn't tell, there's a ton of red on my mat. I've been experimenting with red paint. One of my next projects, I have this red paper. I'm gonna fold it and make it into poppy petals and do something with that. Anywho's, all right. But yeah, maybe next live I'll do the anatomy one, just because I need to practice it. Because when I look at my sketches, I'm like, ooh, fuck, that does not look good, and I want to get better at it, and not just keep passing it by, like, oh yeah, that's something I need to work on, and then never work on it. Like, no, girl, you need to actually work on it, please. Okay, now we have green, blue, and then we have blue, purple. Okay, maybe this will be the skin color. Yeah, normally I would have made this the hair, but I'm kind of happy that I chose to make it funky and different. You never know what you'll create by playing around with colors. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was trying to find my style a while ago, and I really liked how, like, dolls and, like, wooden doll kind of things looked. I was like, how do I make my art like that? And I'll show you right here. This was one of the original attempts for the style, which I do like. Obviously, it got ruined, I think, in my move, but I wanted it to be, like, very strict, not strict, but strong eyebrow, nose structure, and it used to be a button nose. Now I just do the line, but I don't know, I think it's different and fun, and maybe I'll go back to this. Who knows? I've noticed with myself, especially with the projects I've been making, oh no, this stuff's gonna fall. The trinket shelf up there. I don't want it all to fall. Honestly, this is fine, so then it dries off, which is good, because I want it to dry off. But I've noticed I haven't really been working on illustrative stuff as much as I wanted to this year. So I wanted to get better at drawing, and I do think I did get better at drawing, but I want to get even better. I want to not just create, like, little faces or bodies. I want to make backgrounds and make it more of a story, and I guess I just want to be better at illustrating, and I won't get better if I don't do anything about it, like if I don't try it or practice it. So I think maybe my next few videos, once I'm done with, like, I'll show you guys a sneak peek. Oh, sorry, my stomach's growling. I carved this bone. That's one of my next videos. The rest does not look that good, by the way. But that was my best one. Because I like doing different things that interest me. And then that's what I'll do for the next video. But I don't know. I think I need to hone in on my illustrative skills, because I'd like to. I want to be better at drawing. I don't want to be, like, slightly ashamed of my doodles. I want to be proud of them. And I am proud of a lot of them, but then sometimes I look at them and I'm like, oh my god, you're so elementary at the stuff. So I think I'll definitely practice more doodles of my characters and developing their worlds and yada yada. Honestly, these colors look really good together. Who would have known? Some tetrads. They knew. They actually knew exactly that they look great together. I feel like I've seen like hotels or something. Or like shirts or something with this colorway. Okay. Yeah, I think your illustration work has definitely improved since you've shown me your stuff. It's definitely gotten better. I don't know. I've seen it throughout all the stuff you've sent me. And that's good. Honestly, like I know people always are annoying about it. They're like, oh, you have to do practice. Practice makes perfect. And unfortunately, it's true. Like you got to do that shit every day in order for it to actually work and be something amazing. So yeah, I agree. I think your work has gotten a lot better. And I'm excited to see more of what you make. Kind of like having the hair being all over the place. Just like as if your own hair was like wisping through the wind. But also it's like a galaxy girl. So I can imagine like the stars in space just through each other. If that makes any sense. Maybe I'll do a little bit towards the top. That was good. So I don't like when most people, mostly my grandma and sometimes my mom, saying that drawing isn't productive. I think drawing is productive, especially if you're getting into like graphic design. You need to, my personal opinion, you need to have like some kind of artistic base before getting into it. Just because it helps you understand like whether it's anatomy or like just shading or whatever it is. Because when I went to graphic design school, I had to do the basics of art anyways. And I think it helped with my design. And yeah, my grandma just thinks if it helps in any way, like I'm trying to make this a career of YouTube. My grandma just thinks I sit at home watching TV all day. So you're not alone with grandmas thinking that art isn't a way to make money or that it's a waste of time. I don't know. And then also for me, like art just calms my brain down. It makes me feel better. It helps me mentally. So I'd much rather do that because I need to get the drawings out of me. Like it's not a choice, it's something that I have to do. I'm sure you probably feel similar. Like you have to create, you have to doodle this. I'm trying to make a career, so I kind of have. Yeah, I agree. I think it's important to practice the craft. If you don't, then you won't get any good at it. And I don't know. Do a little bit of shading there. I'm with you. I feel like a lot of people always still think that artists are going to be starving artists. And I agree, I do think it's hard to get into an art field, but if you're doing something like graphic design, like that's so mainstream now that you could get a job easily. Just work hard at making designs and applying to jobs and showing them what you can do. We need purple blue. Wait, yeah, purple blue. We have blue, we have red. I think I need more blue. I don't know. I like drawing. I say do it. I'm also biased, but if it's something you love and a career you want to get good at, in my mind, it makes sense to practice. It's definitely improved. My art has improved because I've practiced. Like, I could not do a lot of the pieces that I have done and have sold if I didn't practice. I kind of love her with the colors. I love a good tipped brush. Like, obviously this isn't like a pointy one, but I love when the brush does get pointy, because then I could draw like a pencil with it. I feel like she has dots or something on her head. I don't remember, but she's missing something on her forehead. Maybe I'll do a little upper lip action. A little bit of lipstick. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I love her. I think her forehead's a little big, but that's okay. Oh, Annie. She's like barking in the background. Tell me to go for it like wanting to. That's really cool that you have supportive grandparents. I think for me it's like half and half. Like, some people are super supportive, some people are like, why are you doing this? I can get you a job somewhere else. Like, I have degrees, I could teach, I know that I can get a job, but I don't know, my passion is to make videos and to make art. So here I am. That's good though, that you do have people supporting you. It definitely helps when people support you. Alright, well, I doodled that one. I think I'm probably gonna go, only because I'm very hungry. And I actually have a FaceTime call with my niece and my sister-in-law. But this has been really fun. I'm really, honestly, a fan of this. I want to play around with color wheels now. This is cool. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like even if I did like a live one day where I colored in some of my pieces, I think that'd be fun. I don't know. Could be cool. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something when it came to the colors. Hopefully you experiment with colors, because colors are awesome. Very biased here, but love colors. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you don't follow me already on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, please follow me. If you want to buy some of my art, check out my Etsy. If you don't, that is okay. A free way to support me is following me on YouTube. That'd be great. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and send me your art if you make any. Yeah. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.